Buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster ride of some tasteless humor, lots of heart, and radical truth with two scrappy chicks. Because adulting is hard, but we are thinking that laughing about it is just so much easier. Hello there. Okay. Real Housewives of Rhode Island, the season finale. It was a lot. Okay, so it starts off with we see the ladies packing. Ashley, Kelsey, Liz, and she says to her husband she hopes that Joellen's good. And so Joellen and Liz, are the ones that have issues. And Joellen and Rula. Okay, so then we see them arrive at Block Island, which is in Rhode Island. Looks really pretty. And Rosie and Rich, Liz and Jerry, Alicia and Bill, Joellen and Gary. And then Joellen goes up and hugs Liz, and it looks awkward. And Ashley and Jared arrive. And then lastly, Rula and Brian arrive. And Rula said she has mixed feelings about Joellen. So they get on a ferry, and it's a high-speed ferry. And apparently Jared gets motion sickness. And of course Ashley has to do with Jared the Titanic thing on the boat. So Block Island is called Rhode Island's Caribbean. So they go to the Rhode Island beach house, and you could see that the tide was really high and choppy, and the girls were complaining it was cold. They're greeted with drinks and pineapples, so that was cool. And Joellen asks Liz, can they take a walk? So they walk. And they sit in the sand, and Joellen asks Liz if they have a genuine friendship. And, they were arguing about Joellen putting her hands on Liz when they had that argument when they went to Boston to watch Rich sing. So Liz says, yeah, but we have broken trust, so we need to start over, like a new place, focus on the positive, and they hug it out. Okay. Rula was saying to the other girls while Joellen and Liz were away that it's been a lot on her marriage, work, being sick, and Rosie feels that Rula isn't accepting the reality. Gary and Bill are talking about how Bill isn't romantic, and he wants to be for Alicia. That his proposal, when he proposed to Alicia 9 years ago, she was pregnant, and he put a ring on the burrow and called her in and said, look at this. And she's like, okay. And then she said she had a fudgesicle after, so it really wasn't memorable. Okay, back to Rula talking about Joellen in the video. She said she wants to handle it her way, and that she said the video is fake, and she tells the girls, I'm sorry, I'm tired. She tells the girls to tell Joellen she wants to handle it herself. And, she asked for proof and she got it. But, and Joellen doesn't want to be called a liar. So, the girls tell her, you need to talk to her, that we are not going to relay any messages. So, where they're staying, it's called the Atlantic Inn. And Kelsey's staying in the penthouse, and they were all, like, laughing. Of course she is. And, it seemed like a couple, I don't know if everyone had a kitchenette, but it seemed like Liz and Jerry did. I certainly would want one. Looked like a nice place. Okay, so everyone's changing for dinner, and while that's going on, Billy had set up 2 chairs with a heart and candles around it, and then roses, and took Alicia there. And you can see the place out the windows of the hotel. And he says, I know, we've been like 2 ships, and there was a guy there videoing it, and even though the cameras were rolling. And then he asked her to stand, but she remained seated, and then he proposes to her, and that's what she was waiting for, the romantic part. And the girls are yelling out the window, and the husbands are like, shh, let them have their moment. So yeah, that was cute. And they had champagne to celebrate. So then it seems like everyone goes and gathers in the bar of the hotel. Joellen goes to Rula's room, and then Gary and Brian talk to the side. Joellen tells Rula, I'm not trying to overstep. I don't want to be called a liar. And Rula says she feels broken down all summer, and she doesn't want more. She just can't handle it. And then there's talk, about the video, and Rula admits it about the video and says trying to get over it, and they want people to stop talking about it. And Joellen says she won't bring it up again. And then when when Gary and Brian were talking, Brian admitted to him, he screwed up, and, that the video was real. So he, of course, told everyone else, and everyone else is just like, wow. So, for the dinner, it's a clam bake outside, and the girls are saying it's cold. So they got the heat lamps going. Kelsey said, let's play a game, the Clamshell Confessions, because she feels this will bring the girls closer. Joellen goes first. Her question is, who is most likely to have a safe word? And everyone's saying her, Joellen. Ashley. It says, what 2 people out of the group would you like to have their like their personality? And she said, I would like to command a room like Liz, and I would like to be friendly like Joellen. So Kelsey's is a memory. And she said it was the dinner with the confessions, and the guys were asking about it, and she goes, no, we're not going to reveal that. So then Liz picks Jared and asks him, what do we not know about you? And he says, I was born here. I really, really love Rhode Island. And he's going on, and everyone's laughing because he's just so unpersonable. Well, not unpersonable. He's like, what else am I going to say? Love Ashley and Jared. All right. Going to pause here for a moment. Judy? Okay, did I not pause? Okay, I'm back, and you're gonna hear that I said Judy. I was calling Judy. I call my son and husband Judy. I don't know why. I just do. All right, back to where I left off. So I was talking about Jared. And he was just going on about how he grew up in Rhode Island, how much he loves it. Okay. Ooh, was it Alicia? Alicia's moment. What was your favorite moment? And she said when her and Liz drove up in the car to the castle when they had the girls' trip. And then Rula, what is the most embarrassing thing your partner has done in public? Wow. You know? So she seemed uncomfortable with that, so people said, why don't you ask somebody else? So she asked Gary. And he said, Joellen hasn't done anything embarrassing. Okay. So then, I think Kelsey asked, who would stab you in the back and smile at you in the face? And it's, let's see, Joellen from the early summer that they said would be her, but Kelsey was like, she hopes that after this that nobody in the group would do that, that it doesn't fit the mold, that they are ride or die biatches. And then Brian said he's not proud of what happened, and said, thank you for making us the most popular couple. Really? You want to be known popular for cheating? I mean, it's embarrassing. I mean, Rhode Island, well, we didn't know who these people were till we started watching Rhode Island. But I've been there where I lived in a small town, and the donor, my first husband, was cheating, and it was very embarrassing to have people, you know, as you're walking by. And I finally got sick of it, and I said, I know what you're talking about, I know. And I was just planning my divorce because I was done. He was acting like he was a divorced man and telling people that and lying, and I'm like, gonna give you your wish, buddy. And I did. No regrets. Anyway, back to Rhode Island. I really feel bad for Rula. Nobody should feel like they should have to put up with that and stay for like the kids' sake and that. He may be a good foot doctor, but husband, no, he's not. And pretty much Kelsey's little speech was, it was good. She said like they're all in sync and on the same page. Looks like season 2 will be filming because Alicia was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and he mentioned season 2. Rhode Island, let me do a little search. Rhode Island season 2. Yes, they officially renewed it. Filming is slated to begin this summer. Premiere date has not, been announced, but it will be spring 2027, like it was spring of this year, which we're still technically in spring for, I don't know what, another week. Anyway, they do updates at the end, and for Rula, her update, I'm sorry, not Rula, Rosie, her update. Her house is still under construction, and her friendship with Kelsey is as well under construction, and no plans to have kids. Joe Ellen, her and her mom are working on a relationship, and Joellen and Rula let bygones be bygones, although Joellen is still communicating with the mistress, Brian's mistress. Liz and Dolores are launching their menopause gummies. I can't wait. And Liz and Gary, I'm sorry, not Gary, Liz and Jerry are getting a granddaughter and son-in-law. So their daughter is getting married and having a baby girl. Kelsey is still with Bill, and her rent is not being paid by her ex anymore, and she's learning how to write a check. That's good. Congratulations, Kelsey. Modern woman. Alicia, I'm sorry, not Alicia, Ashley, is doing more brand deals on social media. Jared, still not ready to let go of Audrey's yet. The lease is up this year. So I wonder if that will be another storyline again like it was this time. Now Alicia and Billy, they're planning their wedding, and she is doing more creative control of their restaurant, Pizza Mama, and she's working on a cracker of her own. I just love her and her crackers. She said on Watch What Happens Live, her favorite cracker, gotta say it like her, cracker, is the saltine, the little one, and even an oyster one. I like those too. Okay, so Rula, her update. She forgave Brian about the video and closed the chapter, but then cameras went back up for a little bit. October 2025, fall wasn't much better. And Alicia, Rosie, Kelsey, and Ashley go to Rula's house, and she talks about how Brian was arrested because a tracking device was found on Rula's car. He put it on there, I guess, to see when she would be close to the office or if she's going to drive by the mistress's home, which she said she never did. And I guess in Rhode Island, that is a domestic violence charge. Interesting. I guess she sensed it and she went to BMW and asked them to check, and they said they can't do that. You got to go to the police station. So she did. And that's when she found out she was being tracked. And I guess she got a restraining order against him and he wasn't in the house. Well, they were on Watch What Happens Live not too long ago. So guess they are still together. That's unfortunate for her. I feel bad for her. She can do better. And Joe Ellen went to Liz's house and they were talking about what happened with Rula, and they say how creepy Brian is, and how stressful this all is. And I guess the mistress bailed out Brian. Nice. That's what I mean. Rula, you could do better. And Rula was saying, as far as Joe Ellen, it's hard to thank somebody who put it, their business out there. And Rula has been hiding out at her house. And it's kind of sad of what went down. So next week is the reunion. Well, I should say Sunday. There's only 2 episodes. Usually there's 3, but they're new. I'm so sorry, I'm tired. It's almost time for bed. But it's a new show, so only 2 episodes for the reunion. And, you know, so much for the last episode and Kelsey being like, oh, we're all in a good place, because it looks like there's friction again. So, all right. Well, stay tuned. The Valley is Wednesday. I was looking to see what am I going to cover. And tonight, I don't know if I'll watch it because it's pretty much time for bed. I'm going to do the McBee Dynasty. I've watched the first 2 seasons, so I'm going to cover that, the McBee Dynasty. And the other one I was going to cover is the Dancing with the Stars, Looking for a Pro. That's in July. And then as well as OC is coming out in July. I think that comes out sooner than the Dancing with the Stars. So yeah. And you know what? Probably this fall, I'll do Dancing with the Stars recaps. As far as Love Island, I've been listening to podcasts about it. I at least got familiar with the people, but I guess new people came on, so I'll have to go on and just familiarize myself with it. It'd be nice if they just had like a catch-up that you could watch, like clips to catch you up what happened for the week. As far as podcast I listened to about it, Dear Shandy, that's a good one. And Amy and TJ, they have been doing good recaps on it. So if you're looking for recaps on Love Island, go ahead. I just can't get invested in something. It's on like six days a week. That's a lot. That's a lot of note taking. And yeah, and I'm sure there's other podcasts covering it. So not here. All right. I am going to bed. Thanks for listening. And I will catch you on maybe Thursday. I'll release The Valley if I'm able to watch it Wednesday. Again, we're supposed to have bad weather, so stay tuned. Be safe, everyone. Oh, and congratulations, New York Knicks. That's awesome.
We love our Scrappy Peeps. So thank you all for joining us and becoming part of our flock. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't like us, unfortunately, yo mama. But if you do like us, we look forward to seeing you next time on Two Scrappy Chicks.